Hello and welcome. We are back at Windsor Legoland Resort, and we are back up in the observation tower because I missed these in the last video. I took photos of them, but I didn't add them in, so I thought, well, we can start it here and we can run downstairs. We can have a look at the Rebuild the World section, which I've just found out is not a permanent thing. But I know there's a lot of challenges currently going on, on social media with regards to like studs and bricks. So you can see that they've even built the frame. Hopefully it'll pick up. And you've got this enormous But the plan of today's video is just to pick up one or two of the bits that I've missed actually in this bit to start with. We're going to finish in the shop that's just down there, and then we're going to have a look at the models that are up by the reception area just before it absolutely pours down, and then I can get back. But they are very, very impressive looking. So if you're feeling competitive, you can see if you can build some of these at home or into the next challenge. I'll let the Andy Warhol come through. There we go. Just takes a bit of time, but you can see a lot up here. Completely different. It's different, even different month to when this was filmed last time. It does look like a pour. I think there is a thunderstorm on the way, but you can see for a long way, and you can even see the bit of Mythica. If I stand in the right place, you can see Mythica is just there. Hill train coming through and up, which is lovely. And then there's a lot that you can see. You've got the Millian down there, hotels over there, and then you've got the Viking River Rapids. And there was one or two other bits and pieces that I missed as well up here, which I'm not ashamed to say because I was limited to time originally, but we've got a day in the life of the model maker. Let's read this through. So a day in the life of a model maker. A dream job for many Lego fans is to take a world of talent and skill to become a professional model maker. So, right, here we go. It says, good morning. At the start of each day, the model making team complete a full, I can't even see now, it's got all right on there. Start again. Complete a full result check of each of the 4,500 Lego models before the park opens. And then in the world of Miniland, it says each model maker is in charge of their own section of the Miniland to maintain. This involves checking everything from Minilander bolts, building vehicles and ready for showtime. Then it goes down and it says, did you know model makers use paintbrushes, toothbrushes and even vacuum cleaners to clean the park and maintain on their models. And there he is with a massive, it looks like he's putting water in that. There's water at the top. That must be a water pump. And then cleaning the London Eye, nice and dramatic with the leaf blower. Okay, safety first is one of the most important aspects of the model making job. Every model above head height needs to be checked from inside out, including internal steel structures and every single bolt connecting bolts. From there we go to another did you know. One of the first tests of model makers taking a building spear. Do you think you'll be able to build that one at home? I'll show you the spear because it is just over there, so you can have a look-see at that in a second. Park projects. The model makers play a key part in all building projects around the resort, in addition to George, Prince George, Charlotte, and the royal family, and pumpkins of our Halloween display to build a reindeer. Christmas spectacular. So they change everything for Halloween and Christmas, which is really cool. Did you know many of the larger Lego models in the park need to have a steel framework to keep the structure super strong? So that is how they do that. Anybody guess where that is? I know where that is. That is the Land of the Pharaohs, which is the Laser Quest just behind. I'm trying to think what they're still on. Maybe they just put in the Christmas trees and stuff up. And we've got another cleaning shot there. And they change all this sort of stuff all the time. Do you think we have what it takes to be a model maker? Why not show you awesome builds? Hashtag Legoland Windsor. So there you go. That's what we want to get. Have a shout out. We had a look at this last time. That was in the Model Making Studios video that we did. So there was plenty to see there. And then we got Buzz just beside. But this new area down the bottom, there's nobody in it. Completely empty. That's the Rebuild the World section, which we did some pan shots of last time. I think that's going to be the new globe set. Well, I would imagine it would be something similar to that, as a globe. Then you've got the Cheeky Monkey. This is where you've got your Craggle, which we saw last time. And then you've got the Spear, which we said in the last video we should try and do as a challenge. And then, because it's now one way, you actually I missed the two little models that were here last time before I came in. So that's the bits that we missed up here. Is there anything else that we can go over? Is there anything else at all? So we've done the history. We've done the history of the Legoland Resort, and we've gone over all of this prior in a different video. So what I'll do is I will stop the video here. I'll just magically go outside, and just like that we're outside. So back by the Star Wars bit, to this in a previous video, that used to be the entrance to the Star Wars section, and I've also just found out that most of the models are still in there. So hopefully Disney, you will allow them to maybe show them off again, and then we can have the walk-through attraction back, because that bit downstairs is only temporary. So this used to be Star Wars models, and it's been replaced with this cool looking thing. And then we've got a very nice colourful panda as the hill train goes back up again. So we've got the cool colourful panda. So this is new, and then you've got the big fig over there taking the old photo. And then let's sneak up this bit. You'll see, I wonder the reason why she has the big spade or shovel. And you've got very bright, colourful zebra. Love the blue. Love the blue in the ears. So we did say that we were going to go over all the models at the top and the little bits that have been missed. So we are coming right up to the top. So I can see the entrance exit just to my left. So when you come in, you've got this big pocket. So the shops to the left, that's where we're going to finish. And then we've got this massive dinosaur where we had in the history prior, it says how many bricks. I don't know, that is a working time, 1:15 it might be, but it is just absolutely enormous. And then we've got another model, little car, which I'll try and get to in this video, if not I'll do it on another one. And then we've got the dinosaur giving a little piggyback. And then we'll go down a little bit, but not too far. We'll just get to one of the little shops so you can see the candy floss and stuff, because you've got the giraffe and a couple of other bits and pieces. So I'll go down to the Hulkbuster, because I know everybody really likes this, and then come back up. But it has got so Killian, this is just for your little lads. So there we go. So that says 559,000 Lego bricks. It weighs 850 kilo, and it's 8'3" tall. So Killian, if you want to give yourself a go on that, and anybody else at home wants to attempt to make absolutely monstrous Hulkbuster. But I did promise a lot of you that I'd get a better look at that. Like I said, we're not going to go too far into the park, but that is another huge thing. Amazing. Okay, nice dramatic turn round. So we've got the sweet stop. We will see. No, they haven't put them back. I said in a couple of previous videos that there used to be some models just here, but they haven't got them currently. They've just got what looks like the old axles to the hill train. But I'm sure there used to be some models there, so there must be. They are refurbing a lot of stuff. That dinosaur down the bottom is new, but we're not going to go that far. And that is the models that are located hidden, which we did in another video just there. So we're just up by the hill train for reference. So we will spin it around to the sweet shop, and then we'll see all the little models that are on the outside of the shop, do the bit in the middle, and then when I actually get to the actual main shop, it'll probably go completely silent, and I'll probably have to do a voiceover just because of the copyrighted music. So let's see what we can find up here, as it is lovely and quiet because now everybody's in the park. So I've saved this till sort of mid-afternoon, so I think it is like 2:15, not 1:15. So we've got all the popcorn there. All you guys that like your snacks and fudge. You got any of these little figures? Do you collect the CMF series? You got all your snacks, water bottles and stuff. We are looking for these. So you've got not 100% sure, he's cleaning the window. I don't know if that would work for health and safety, but I'm sure some of you guys would love to give that a go. Looks good fun. So you've got him giving it a good clean, and then we've got a giraffe just down here. So that looks nice and shiny and new, doesn't it? It looks like that's been redone. And it's holding a bright yellow Lego brick, which, funny enough, is my profile picture on Instagram and the YouTube channel currently. So it's all about the yellow brick. Right, so this is the new Coffee & Co. We will, if I can just sort of walk. Oh, hang on, let's just make sure that's not my face. No, I always do that. Let's see if we can get into there in a second, shall we? We will see. So lippy. So it's lovely and colourful up here. So this is a new one. So I wonder how many Lego bricks are actually in that bit. Oh, they've closed it off. Nightmare. So that is the new Coffee & Co, which was established in 2021. We've got that chappy at the top, again holding another yellow brick. And you've got these guys at the top. I'm sure they're adding to this. I'm just spotting more and more as I go around. So we will go into the shop now, and we will have a quick look at what is actually in the shop. So they have got, before I go in there, they have actually got all the times currently for the ride. So I know of people that have been on that and had to wait up to 2 hours, but it's only half an hour. Ninjago was basically a walk-on by the time you got into through the queue line, but on the peak time I will come back up and we'll do a ride length. But 10 till 5, and then the park is open. Well, sorry, it's 10 till 5 for the rides. When the park shuts at 5 and everybody's out by 6 because the shop is open till then. Oh, this is timing. So we'll go back this chappy. We'll have a quick look at this thing. Amazing. Right, so we will go into the shop now. I'll get the outside of the shop so you can see the last bit of model, and then like I said, I'll go quiet after this and we'll just have either a walk around or I'll try and do a voiceover if I can. I think that was very zoomed in on my face, so I do apologise. But all of this is new. They've redone the shop for this year. They've done a huge extension, and they've changed all of this. None of this used to be here. If I can find an old photo, I will put it into what the front of the shop used to look like. Big old tree. Really nice. Nice displays. These are holding up okay. I thought they'd have been much worsely scratched by now. Everybody's jumping around taking photos and things.
Look at the house!
We've got more on this side.
Yeah, more! Yeah, so there's also a house.
Missed that last time as well. There we go. It's open. That's weird. Oh, you can. Didn't think you could, but you can actually stand on that. Can you do that? Oh, like that. There you go. If you didn't know that was there. And there's a cool little doodad just there for you. And then there's the squirrel just chilling out. So I will go in the shop now. I'll make it all forward facing. So, and then you can see the external of the shop in a minute to how big it is. But let's see what sets they have on offer. Okay, first time using the mic, so fingers crossed it works okay. We are starting at the BAM piece, so build a minifigure. It gives you the different elements that you can use. It tells you the amount of elements, which is 5 that you can use maximum per minifigure. And in the plastic casing at the bottom there, you can put three figs in. And when you've got that donut shape at the bottom, underneath the hand sanitizer, you can pick and choose the elements that you want. And it's 3 minifigures for $6.99. So that's not too bad when the CMFs are sort of $3.99, $3.75 a figure. Everything behind these amazing models that you can see, that's actually where the calf used to be, and there used to be a wall and everything across from that pillar that you can see where the idea sets are. That's all sort of the extension for this year, because this shop is now run by the Lego group rather than the Merlin itself. So you can definitely tell the differences with just how the shop looks and how the shop feels. I personally think it's a lot better, and they've thrown a lot more bits and pieces in. So where you've got the personalisation studios behind these amazing models, underneath all these models, that is still the BAM stuff. So you've got 3 different sections where you can actually make the minifigures up, because you can imagine when it gets busy, you can still be nicely spread out. But yeah, going into the personalisation section or personalisation studio, you have the pick a brick wall. Now I think this is the wall that is taking over the shop that was downstairs, so it'd be interesting to see what they do with where the minifigs and more store used to be, because I can't see them having 2 stores. Not if this one is now part of the Lego group, and I can't imagine the other one is. Gets a little bit tricky, but we won't go into that. So you've got all the you can see how big that extension is. This bit was actually part of the normal shop. So this section, we have the Friends section, and it wraps around into the Harry Potter. But when the camera fancily pans around, the wall that's directly behind me, that did used to be the Last Chance wall. So you used to be able to get some old sets that are in a sale, but that is now no longer, which is a bit of a shame. So maybe they might introduce that back, but that's not something that they do within the Lego group. So you have the Harry Potter sets here, and it wraps all the way down. So there is a huge variety to select from, and it is very nicely displayed. So you've got the Ninjago section down there, and you can just see how big this store and shop actually is. I came at the right times; it wasn't too busy, but you can just see the scale of it now. I think it was the biggest shop in the group until the New York store opened up. Now this clothing section, this is where you first come in and you turn left. Some of these clothes were in the shop that is located over the road, but that has now been changed to a coffee shop, because this bit where the clothes are used to be a coffee shop. Confusing enough for you all? So they've got the backpacks and all that sort of stuff still in, and it does look like they've got some beach towels and things, which is perfect for the Duplo Splash section. So if you forget to bring a towel, or you forget to bring some swimwear for yourself or the little ones, it looks like you can pick up some bits and pieces from this shop, because the Duplo store, where you used to be able to get all your swimwear from, that has also changed to hot drinks. So it looks like they've sort of put all the bits and pieces into the one store. The Heart Lake City shop is still there, but it looks like they've closed a couple of them down, and they've put all the Duplo stuff up in here rather than having it in the Duplo section. We will pan round to the art section. Now, when I went, luckily they did actually have the world maps in, which I hadn't seen for a while, because they're really hard to find. I had to then run past somebody here, hence why you miss some of the 3-in-1 stuff. But this is where all your modulars were. This is where all your big Lego creator sets was. It was very, very well stocked on the day that I went, but I do go midweek. But under the ideas section, you can see that the new Taj Mahal was out and available, which is a really nice looking set. And then you will just pan around just to the exit. They have these amazing models. Now these models are really detailed, but it also gives the weight, the amount of bricks, and I think the time it took. So this one was 96 hours, weighs 46 kilos, and it was 23,340 bricks. There is 3 of these. That's your tills, and you've got all the Star Wars section down in a straight line. So they've even relocated all the tills, because the tills were actually to my right originally, and they've, over the last, when they shut down, they've rearranged absolutely everything. So they've done a huge refurb to the shop. So if you've not yet been this season, it's definitely worth going in. The Duplo, cool dude, he actually did have a plaque in front, but I couldn't get to it because there were some boxes in front. And this dog with this chappie with the hot dog, he does talk and wink and blink at you. Is an interactive game. And this one weighs 42 kilos. It took 62 hours. It's 19,222 bricks. So hopefully you enjoyed that quick tour of the shop. This is the shop. You now have back to normal sound stuff now. So it is massive. And hopefully if the voiceover works, where this entrance is now, just to the left of this Lego sign, is where it's all been added, and obviously it's all been rethemed on the outside as well. But this was actually like a coffee area slash where you can get some snacks. Obviously had the seating area. Oh, he's got an ice cream in his tail. There you go. Didn't spot that when I first did it. He's got a nice cool little. He's obviously stolen somebody's ice cream. And wraps around and through. Seen that one. Seen that one. There he is. Somebody sat here before, so I couldn't get the proper. So where the Coffee Co is now on that side, that was actually where all the clothes and things were. So they've added a lot more clothing into the shop because that wasn't there originally. But guys, as always, I'm going to leave you there. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope to catch you in the next one. But take care. Ta-da.